What's up, guys? It's Keita. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So I asked you guys if you wanted to see my first fight story time vid, so here we are. So, oh yeah, sorry if you can hear Isaiah's dog snoring. He's sleeping and he snores 24/7, so great timing, yes. Anyways, let me give you a little background first, so you understand who these people are and blah blah blah. So I was friends with this girl, we're gonna call her Jennifer. So me and Jennifer were like good friends for a while. Our moms were like friends from like working together like a while back, whatever. So me and her are friends. We were like kind of close at one point, and then, you know, like we didn't have any like falling out, or we weren't like fighting. We never had like a fight or anything like that. So I thought, okay, like we're still cool. Like we don't hang out every day, we don't talk every day, but we're still cool. So then she becomes friends with this girl named, let's call her Rebecca. So Rebecca and Jennifer become like best friends. Like they're together all the time. They're like best friends. Alright, so I started talking to this girl named Ashley. So Ashley and I are like friends for a while, and then we start like talking, like as in like dating. This is like the first time I ever dated a girl, and the last, because hell no, I'm not with that shit. I don't know, I was a junior, and I was like, oh my god, like I would be so cool if I dated a girl. Why not? Like everyone would be like, oh my god, everybody would be talking about it, and I would just be so lit and cool. Like, no bitch, no. So me and this girl, what did I call her? Ashley, we're talking, and Ashley used to date Rebecca, or talk, whatever. So when Rebecca finds out that me and Ashley are dating, she doesn't like me at all. She is very jealous and mean and angry. So then, of course, she's gonna start telling Jennifer about all this, and they're gonna start talking about me in a bad way. So they don't like me. So fast forward, I was at Ashley's house, and she also had a friend there. Let's call her Caitlin. I'm making up really hard names. I'm not gonna remember any of these names when I'm telling the story. Okay, so Caitlin was friends with me, Ashley, but she was also friends with Jennifer and, what did I call her? Jennifer and Rebecca. Yeah. She was friends with all of us. Like, she didn't care about the whole beef between me and Rebecca, or me and what's-her-face. So me, Ashley, and Caitlin are all at Ashley's house, and Caitlin is gonna get picked up by Rebecca, and I keep forgetting these fucking names. Caitlin is about to be picked up by Rebecca and Jen. So I knew she was gonna like come in front of the house, you know, pick her up. So me, I just wanted to be petty, and I was just feeling like that bitch, like, she's so angry. She's gonna be 10 times more mad when she knows I'm here hanging out with her at her house, you know? So me being the petty bitch that I am, I walked to the front of the yard, and I was just standing there with Caitlin, waiting with her for her ride, you know? Just waiting for her ride. Didn't want to be rude and just make her go out there and stand by herself. So eventually then Ashley comes out too. So all three of us are just standing in the front yard, you know, we're cooling. Rebecca and Jennifer pull up, and Rebecca sees me, and she obviously gets very, very angry. So she's in the car, and she starts crying, and then Caitlin goes over, and she's like, what's wrong, blah, 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 and they're all talking. And obviously she's crying because I'm there. So I'm standing in the yard, and I'm like, why the fuck is she crying? Like, what is she doing? Why is she so pressed? Like, why are you so mad? Why are you crying, girl? So, yeah, that was mistake number one. Okay, Okay, so fast forward, they leave, and I'm about to go home. And I only live like a couple blocks away from Ashley. So, oh, by the way, I had my dog with me. This tiny little chihuahua, her name's Gia. I had her with me because I walked to Ashley's originally. So I walked with my dog. So I have to walk back home. So then Ashley offers to walk with me back home. So I have my dog with me. We're walking to my house. We're literally like down the street from my house. And this van pulls up. And it's Rebecca and Jennifer. So I'm standing there and I'm like, why is she here? What is she doing? So then Rebecca jumps out the car and she's like, you want to fight me, bitch? You want to fight me? Blah, blah, blah. Fight me right now, right here. And I was like, okay. In my head, I'm like, what the fuck? One, I've never gotten to a fight before. Two, I did not think she was going to be that pressed. So, but of course it's me and I can't show weakness ever. So I was like, shit, what's up? What is up with it? Throw the hands. So I give the leash to Caitlin. She's holding the leash with my dog on it. And then I take off my purse, give it to Ashley, and me and Rebecca start fighting. Meanwhile, Jennifer is still in the car in the passenger seat. And remember, me and Jennifer used to be friends, and I thought we were still friends at this time. So as me and Rebecca are throwing the hands, we're literally fist fighting. Jennifer is in the car screaming, yeah, Rebecca, beat her fucking ass, Rebecca. Fuck that bitch, beat her fucking ass. So I'm thinking, what are you? What? So we're not friends? Are you my friend? Okay, so after I see this, I'm like pointing to the window like, you're next, bitch, you're next, blah, blah, blah. I was so mad at this girl because I've never I don't have that many friends, so when I do have a friend, I make sure that they're not like that. So I've never experienced something like that, and I was just very hurt, but also very angry, and I wanted to fight her next. So, alright, so we're still fighting. It's really not that long of a fight. Literally, we were just like punching each other. And then we start grabbing each other's hair. So here, I'm gonna try to demonstrate this. So I'm like this with my head down, and she's like gripping my hair, and she's also like that, and I'm gripping her hair. So we're both like this, gripping each other's hair, but like none of us will let go. Like Ashley and Caitlin were like, let go of her hair, let go, but neither of us are letting go. So finally, like while we both have our heads down, she starts trying to grab like my face like this. So she's trying to like pull my face up. So what ends up happening is I don't know if she did this on purpose, but I feel like she definitely did. Her finger was in my nose and she scratched the fuck out of my fucking nose. Legit, I thought my nose came off. That's how it felt. That shit hurt so bad. Or like, you know, if you have like a piercing or something and it like something like pulls on it, that's literally how it felt. Like my nose, I don't know. So I like go like this, immediately this side of my nose that I got scratched on starts gushing blood. It's dripping into my mouth, all over my shirt, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And I'm like trying to touch it on the inside, and it feels like my skin fucking ripped off. Literally. Like, let me check your fingernails, girl, because I think my skin is under them nails. So my nose is bleeding, and then she like, I don't know what her problem was, but she like started crying again. So she gets back into the car, and I'm bleeding. So Ashley takes her shirt off and gives it to me, and I'm like holding my nose with her shirt to like soak up the blood. So then while she was in the car, I was taking my blood like from my nose, and smearing it on the side of her car and on the windows, and just taking my blood and like smearing it on all over her car, okay? The car, the car door, the window, everything. So then she's inside still crying. She has like her head on the steering wheel, like bawling her eyes out. And Ashley's trying to like talk to her and make her stop crying, because no, they don't talk anymore, but she still like cares about her, and I respect that. So she was just talking to her like, it's okay, like you don't have to cry, blah blah. So this is where I get really, really petty, and this is so fucked up. But I'm gonna try to demonstrate this too. Okay, so this is me and I'm facing the car door. So then Rebecca is sitting in the driver's seat, and then Ashley's like in front of me, like with her back turned towards me. So I'm like behind Ashley trying to like fight her again. So then Ashley like kind of moves out of the way, and Rebecca like sits up, and I'm just punching her over Ashley while she's sitting down. She can't defend herself while she's sitting in a car, but I'm just wailing on her as she's sitting in the car, and Ashley's like trying to hold me back, and I'm like, no, fight me again, fight me again. So I'm wrong for that, but you know, I was 1, very angry, 2, very confused, and 3, I was bleeding. My nose fucking hurt. Like, no, I was mad. Okay, so then while this was all happening and I didn't even realize, Gia like got scared that she's very timid, so when anyone like yells or like, I don't know, obviously we were fighting and she could tell that was going on, so she got scared and she runs under her car, under Rebecca's car. After I tried to like fight her again and I was punching on her while she was sitting and couldn't defend herself, I then realized that Gia was under her car. So I'm like looking under, like, Gia, come on, and she's not coming out. Like, she's so scared. I don't know how she got out of the leash. I think she just like slipped her collar or something. So my dog is under her car, and I'm like, okay, you're gonna have to move the car, like just scoot it up a little bit. So after I just fought this bitch, like we just fought each other, and she's like, okay, like should I go now, like just a little bit, should I go a little bit slower? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead, we're talking so nice to each other, like we didn't just fucking try to kill each other. So then a cop pulls up, and I don't know if it was just coincidence that he saw us all there and he just randomly came down the road, or someone like called in and was like, 2 bitches are fighting in the street, because I live around a whole bunch of old ass, wrinkly ass, dusty ass, old people, okay? So if they see something like that, they're obviously gonna call the cops, because that never happens in my neighborhood. So anyways, the police comes, and he sees us there, and he's like, oh, like what's going on? And I was like, I was trying to hide my nose because it was still like bleeding, and I didn't want him to ask like what was going on or like what happened to me. So I was like, my dog's under her car and she won't come out. So he was like, oh, okay, I can help. So he gets like dog treats out of his cop car, like gets Gia out, and I'm like, okay, like thank you, and I'm like, bye, start walking back up the street back home. And that's basically it. That's how my first fight happened, and that was my first and last fight, because a bitch is not fighting again unless I have to. I am not fighting no one. I am too pretty to fight. Oh, and by the way, like for the next 3 months, I had this giant scab on the inside of my nose. It literally looked like a big ass booger, and every time I tried to pick it or like take it out, it would just bleed again. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna have to deal with this booger looking scab in my nose until the shit is healed. So in conclusion, I truly believe that if my nose wasn't gushing blood, I would have won that fight. But, you know, according to other people, if someone makes you physically gush out blood, you're probably the loser of the fight. So I'll just take that L real quick, you know. It's all Gucci. Even though I got more hits in, you know, but it's all good. It's all good, okay? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my first fight story time. It was definitely an interesting day, and just don't fight kids. Don't do it. But yeah, make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment if you want more story times, and trigger those notification bells, because then you will get notified when I post new videos. And yeah, follow me on social media. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.